really do need a result. We're underway. Germany in the all-white colours in the first half, going from right to left as we look. Costa Rica, surprise victors over Japan in their last game, have given themselves a chance of qualification too. Just the one change for the German side as they go with Neuer in goal, Kimmich, Schuler, Rudiger and Raum in the back four, Goretzka and Gundogan in midfield, Gnabry, Musiala and Sane, and Muller up front. No Nicholas Füllkrug. And in the Costa Rica side, it's Navas in goal. Back five, Oviedo, Vargas, Waston, Duarte and Fuller. Campbell, Tejada, Borges and Aguilera in midfield, and Venegas is up front. The ball is back with Keylor Navas. I'm Simon Barlow, joined by Ben White for this evening's game. And Ben, the situation in the group is that both these teams really could do with a win.
Oh, definitely. Well, more so Germany. They really have left us at the last minute, and given the stature of them, it really would be, I suppose, an embarrassment for them to be eliminated from back-to-back group stages. It's been the first time they've ever achieved, isn't the right word really, is it? Where it's the direct opposite. It's been a torrid old tournament so far. Seeing Kimmich playing at right back this time. They tried 3 different right backs in the 3 matches, so it's allowed them to bring in Goretzka to the midfield, but it's up front where they really are struggling. They haven't got that recognised striker. Of course, Timo Werner was injured before the tournament. And, Kai Havertz isn't exactly a prolific man up top. Whoever they go for, of course, Füllkrug then managed to get a goal against Spain. In the lineup for today, it's Muller that leads the line. They've tried so many things as Hansi Flick, but it just hasn't paid off at the moment. They're going to really try and push the pressure for the time being. Musiala gets a shot in. It's well saved by Keylor Navas. First action of the game, only 2 minutes in. First shot on target. He'll go for a Germany corner. But there's the proof right there. It's almost as if they just want to settle the nerves and get an early goal. Yeah,
Musiala came in on his right foot here. Decent shot across the bows of Navas and a fairly competent save as well to push it behind for the first corner of the game to the national Mannschaft. It's going to be taken by the aforementioned Kimmich at right back today. Positional switch for him, but he knows it very well. And the referee, Stephanie Frapper, just coming over to sort out some jostling inside the 6-yard box. Goretzka was making his presence felt there. He's being tightly marked and trying to get bodies away from Keylor Navas as well. He might want to come for this cross. Still hasn't been taken yet. There's another one of the female officiating team that steps in front of Kimmich, the corner taker. So here it comes, and the Bayern Munich man sends one in towards the near post. It's beaten everybody, and then it drops on the edge of the box before it's cleared upfield by Fuller. And it goes all the way back into the German half. And back there was Raum. So Gundogan now starts again from square one. Germany trying to exert some early pressure in this game. Schuler with an aerial pass out towards Musiala on the left. He comes inside, away from the man just stopping in there, Campbell. Now it's back via Musiala to Kimmich. And Gundogan patrolling the midfield. Sends it back out to the left-hand side. Raum, converted winger. It's going to be pushed forward tonight. A little back heel from Musiala doesn't come off, and it's going to be cleared by Borges. He finds Campbell, who steps inside. Raum slips it back to Borges, but he's lost that one to Kimmich. Attempted ball in from Gundogan is cleared away by the Costa Rican defence. And I think already the pattern's been set for this game, Ben. 3.5 minutes in. I don't think Costa Rica have really had a pass yet.
I mean, it hasn't been all Germany. And this is what they did against Japan. In the first half, they must, I think it was 78% possession or something compared to the Japanese. And then, of course, second half is a totally different tale. They're coming forward again in Germany. Yeah,
Germany slipped in here. Chance for Sane. Sane's hit a shot. It's Gnabry, in fact, hit a shot that's been cannoned off I think that was a defensive clearance, and it goes out anyway. Offside flag up. It was horrible defending there from Fuller, and he was offside as he was played in by Musiala. Hit the shot, which Navas saved, but wouldn't have counted anyway because of the offside.
Well, he was all ends up there, Fuller, wasn't he? He was just caught on a 2v1. He just ran around it rather easily. But yeah, it's what happened in the Japan match, I should say. It was totally dominant in possession. They couldn't find a goal. They've already had 2 attempts on goal. This one was offside in the end. But they're showing real attacking intent at Hansi Flick's men. Just they need the goal, don't they? And they're going to keep trying until it happens.
Yeah, I'll keep you abreast of the scoreline in the other game tonight in the group between Japan and Spain. Situation pretty complex in this group, isn't it? With all 4 teams potentially to qualify. Obviously, Spain in a very strong position with 4 points. Here's a chance for Germany again, but Gnabry's dump-off pass to Sane, looping around in there, just had a bit too much on it and allowed Campbell to get back and clear for a second Germany corner. And on this side, it's going to be, I think, Round to take it. Kimmich on the corners from the other side. So they're going with away swingers, possibly spotting something in Costa Rica's defence that they can capitalise on. I guess they want to keep the ball away from Navas as Raum sends this cross in. It's not dealt with initially by Costa Rica. It's stabbed forward by Rudiger, picked up again by Musiala. Another back heel from him. Now attempted cross from Goretzka is blocked at source, and Musiala just manages to shovel it back into his own half and all the way back to Manuel Neuer. So not the greatest corner there from Germany, but they'll have another chance to attack here with Kimmich playing it back wide to Schuler. Now Rudiger. Gundogan crosses the halfway line. Costa Rica very disciplined in that 5-4-1 formation with everybody behind the ball. Campbell gets a foot in, stops Raum's progress. It's out for a throw-in. I have to say I've not seen anything of either of these teams in this tournament so far, really. Germany obviously had a bad start, got a point against Spain. I understand from the stats there they didn't do too well in the first half, but came back well in the second.
Yeah, I think that's really what it was, but at the end of the day, they've only got 1 point, haven't they? They're undoing against Japan. So it's a must-win here for Costa Rica. I mean, of course, they'll be hoping that Spain beat Japan. Spain still have to qualify themselves. And if Costa Rica get a draw here, they would overtake Japan. So you can understand why they've gone for a 5-4-1. They're going to get everyone behind the ball. You can see Venegas is the only one advanced. But even he's not that high up the pitch. So it's three real backs to the walls for them to hope to get a point.
Musiala tries to roll inside the penalty area. Fuller's trying to get between it. Musiala still has it onto his right foot. He can't touch in here. He's still dribbling. He's going to set up somebody else, and then in the end Goretzka falls over as Muller played it back to him. But Musiala, when he got into that position, he did it previously, didn't he? I think in the game against Japan, where he was weaving his way in and out of defenders inside the 6-yard box, but on this occasion just maybe took on one too many men, although he did take on about 5 of them.
Yeah, I think he wanted Sam to shoot maybe 5 touches prior to when he actually did try and pull the trigger, and by that point it was a total swipe of the ball. Desperate defenders from Costa Rica. They're all trying to put a foot in, but not too much of a foot to give away a penalty. It's great dribbling, but just poor decision making from Musiala. He had a good chance to get a shot.
Here is Venegas, who gets in behind. Mistake from Schuler, but Schuler just manages to rectify it by getting his big body across, and the offside flag was up anyway on this near side. It looked a fairly innocuous call, that one, for offside, but anyway, play continues with Germany on the attack. Rau to Gnabry. He started to float around from right to left at the moment. The Bayern Munich man. So many of this team are from Bayern Munich. Hansi Flick, of course, the former coach of them. There's a chance here for, I think that was Muller in the penalty area. It was indeed a header that goes wide.
Yeah, I think he timed his run to perfection. And the back line of Costa Rica just stood still, probably hoping the flag does go up. It's a free header. He's got all the time to pick a spot. That's the Bayern Munich man. He goes quite far wide. He has a huge chance. Yeah, just confirms a goal kick to Costa Rica, so there's no offside. Another great chance for Germany. You're only 8 minutes in, and the amount of time to go into the box already, there's going to be more, but it's been an explosive start.
Yeah, the Ticos are under massive pressure, and they clear their lines up over the halfway line. Venegas gives chase. Rudiger gets it down, knocks it back to Manuel Neuer. First time ball out from the German World Cup winning goalkeeper. Gundogan accepts the pass from Raum in midfield, knocks it across to Kimmich. Sorry, this is Schuler, isn't it? Kimmich has probably gone a little bit wider, and he gets it now. Tries the ball forward. It takes half a deflection, and it's going to be mopped up here by Vargas, and he just lets that one run actually to his goalkeeper. Keylor Navas, dressed all in green tonight, picks it up and moves to the edge of the Costa Rica penalty area. Fuller's ball forward, nicely moved out to the right by Campbell, and then went back by Gundogan. Here's Musiala, time to turn on the halfway line. He starts running at Costa Rican's defender. The Costa Rican defender's a little bit short-handed here as it's laid off to Raum. Early ball into the near post, and a header from Gundogan. From Gnabry, finds the back of the net, and it's Costa Rica 0, Germany 1. That has been coming.
Oh, it's been one-way traffic, hasn't it? And another free header. I mean, only a minute ago we were saying that Muller had sort of got past the defence. This time, the defenders sort of keeping their line. Gnabry just found a pocket of space. There's an overload, really, isn't it? I think it was a 5-on-4 almost. And Raum gets the ball, first time delivery in to Gnabry. There's no one near him, the German winger. Plenty of time to pick his spot. He goes to the far corner, out of the reach of Keylor Navas. And what a start from Germany, and they'll be relieved they've got their early goal. because at least it's given them a glimmer of hope to get out of a group that they've already struggled in so much.
Yeah, it all came from that turnover possession when Musiala picked it up on the halfway line, drove at the Costa Rican defence. They never recovered from that rather disappointing turnover, and they were made to pay by Gnabri's excellent headed finish. So Germany come on the attack again, but this time Duarte stabs it forward for Venegas to chase. He's a willing runner, all right. He's going to chase lost causes all night. I mean, he probably will only have lost causes to chase, to be honest, but on this occasion, Rudiger knocks it back to Neuer. Gundogan on the halfway line, out to Kimmich on the right-hand side. He looks up, plays it back inside Aguilera, who was the nearest Costa Rican defender to him. Gundogan switches it out to the left-hand side again. Germany building some tempo once more with Gnabry. He goes with an attempted cross-come shot, looking for Muller at the far post, and it's blocked and out for a throw, which the former Arsenal and West Brom player takes. That goal is 21st for Germany, but his first at World Cup finals. And he really wants to take his chance to nail down this starting spot in Hansi Flick's side. Goals like that will certainly help. Played 12 minutes at the Al Bayt Stadium, where it's 1-0 to Germany. It's all German possession and pressure so far. Rudiger strides out of defence, plays a curling ball out to the right-hand side. Kimmich takes it and then dribbles forward, gets past Aguilera, tries to feed it through to Muller, but just too many men in the way. Vargas finds Oviedo, his ball inside, Aguilera knocks it back. Vargas again, square to Duarte. He goes with a right-footed chip pass out towards Fuller. This one's headed back by Germany though, and stolen back by Raum. As the 2014 World Cup winners make their move again. Square ball finds Gundogan. Slip pass into the between the lines, finds Musiala. Musiala trying to work it through a tiny gap to Muller on the run, but it's cleared by Costa Rica once more. Back to Raum on the left-hand side for Germany, and then Schuler just outside the centre circle inside the Costa Rica half. Gundogan plays it wide to the left-hand side. Gnabry takes it, but can't slip it beyond Waston. He clears up towards Campbell. Campbell tries a back heel to release Fuller, but Germany won the free kick anyway. In fact, no, Stephanie Frappert's given the free kick to Costa Rica there for a foul on Campbell.
Yeah, now Costa Rica, they've got to change something, because we're just seeing as well that Spain have taken the lead against Japan. In the space of 2 minutes, the table just gone all ends up. Germany being second now, they'd be going through. Japan in third, Costa Rica in fourth. So Costa Rica now, they need to get this equaliser, because with Spain winning, and if this was to end in a draw, they would be going through. But it's so close, this group. It could change in a moment.
Good ball out to the right side by Musiala, and this one's played back to Kimmich. Now Musiala takes over again, perfectly balanced young player to Gnabry. He just delayed before finding Raum. Deep cross to the back post, heads go up, it might fall to Muller at the far post, he nods it on. He's got Kimmich in support on that right-hand side. Goes back to Gundogan, edge of the box. Costa Ricans coming out to him, Gnabry has come short, back to Gundogan. Just trying to probe and find the right pass. Musiala's come off the front, it cross goes in towards the back post and headed down by Goretzka. Scrambled away by the Costa Rican defence for a corner.
Well, Germany want to just get this game wrapped up, it seems. They want to get the second goal, just to calm the nerves even further. The Costa Rican fans, I don't know how they feel about the players at the moment. There's been no change since going a goal behind. It's still such a deep back line of flat five. And there's another ball into the box, a free header. They're not learning from the mistakes a few minutes ago. There's going to be another ball coming into the box now, of course, with the corner. Yeah,
Germany's three best chances have all come from crosses. Here's a deep ball to the back post. It's headed, it's knocked away rather by the Costa Rican defence, and Aguilera held up by Campbell. He can't poke it forward though, and Germany smuggle it back. Musiala tiptoeing away, but challenge comes in on him. Already a foul earlier in the move though, to give Germany a free kick, I should say. 15 minutes gone and 5 attempts at goal, 3 on target for Germany. The header from Gnabry, difference between the sides, but we've also seen Musiala denied by a great save from Navas in the opening moments, and then just their opportunity for Goretzka, which was headed down and Again, scrambled away after the save from Navas. He's going to be a busy boy tonight, the ex-Real Madrid keeper. Ball played out to the right-hand side. That's won back, though, by Costa Rica, who don't really have anywhere to go with the ball apart from backwards, so that's where it will go. From Aguilera to Vargas, and then Navas hits it long on the right-hand side. This one headed down by Goretzka onto the chest of Borges. Fuller plays it down the line. Campbell gets it under control. Borges goes square to Tejada. That's a lovely right-footed pass pinged out to the left-hand side now, and it's with Oviedo. Goes back to supporting midfielder Tejada. Now he gets that great range of passing going again with a pass out to the right-hand side. It falls to Fuller, deep cross to the back post. Best ball they've put into the penalty area so far, but it's easily dealt with by Kimmich with a chest back to Neuer.
Yeah, well, and now we see Venegas is down injured. It's just getting worse for Costa Rica. That's the one opportunity where they've got into the final third of Germany. But of course, the striker that you'd be expecting to be in the box, he's the one out wide that's just picked up his knockoff of Serge Gnabry. So no one in the box for it. It's an easy collect from Kimmich into Manuel Neuer. But they've got to do that a lot more, Costa Rica. There's still 75 minutes left to go in this one, of course. So plenty of time. But they've just got to change something.
Germany begin again from the restart with the ball out to the right-hand side for Kimmich. Gundogan plays it back to Antonio Rudiger. Real Madrid man wearing all white tonight, but with the German national team jersey having a black stripe down the middle. Schuler tries to break the lines, but that one's picked off by Vargas. Now fed forward to Campbell. Knocks it back to Aguilera. He's got Oviedo just slipping outside him, but he manages to regain his footing, knocks it back to Aguilera. He has to go back to his goalkeeper, though. Navas is scrambling here to keep this one in. I'm not sure he managed it, but the linesman wasn't in line, so the linesperson wasn't in line, I should say, so he's got away with that.
He has, yeah, because it clearly went out by full length of the ball, really. Of course, he's going to try and do his best acting to the referee and the linesman that it still was in play. They're going to get a throw-in after all of that rather than a corner. Far better off with it at Costa Rica, but it's such a sloppy ball, going backwards rather than going forward. Just seen a replay, it's so far out. It's well, about 2 or 3 lengths of a ball in the end. Almost credit to Keylor Navas for having a touch to put it back into play. Yeah,
he somehow managed to do a little bit of sleight of foot there to persuade the linesperson on the far side, the assistant referee, so that hadn't gone at least 2 feet beyond the whitewash. As the ball's challenged for in midfield, it's brought down by Costa Rica. Campbell stabs it back here to Tejada. Wall of white in front of him, but he spots a pass out to the left-hand side and Oviedo. He goes inside. Campbell tries to flick it on. Venegas is trying to get him behind, and he's won a corner from Schuler.
Might have been given offside in the end.
Oh, yeah.
It's a waste, really, because they are trying to get forward. Stay in line. There was a chance from a corner then, bring the tall men from the back in what is going to be one of the only chances of getting the ball into the box.
Yeah, the flag did go up, and so Germany restarted with a free kick. Gundogan plays it across to Rau. Now all the way back to Rudiger. Schuler sets up Kimmich on the right. He's been a great source of delivery so far. Put that great ball in for Muller. He's put a ball through here that Muller almost latches onto after a mistake from the Costa Rican defence. Navas mopping up behind them, sorted it all out, and then there's a foul in midfield and Aguilera by Gnabry. The referee's going for a pocket here, so this could be first yellow card of the game. I thought it was Gnabry. It was actually Gundogan who caught him late. Initially, the referee did appear to go for her left hip pocket, but decided that wasn't worthy of a yellow card.
Yeah. Showed his studs, doesn't he, Gundogan? You've seen them given, maybe just because it's early in the game.
Ball through to Venegas, who almost latches onto it. Sorry, Ben, but in the end, Germany just with 2 men either side of him, and Kimmich mopped up. Ball forward from Germany, trying to pick out Gnabry, peeling away to the left-hand side. Then it's Musiala in field. Musiala dancing towards the edge of the penalty area, leaves it for Sane. Sane's ball through. Gnabry's in behind. Gnabry cuts it back. Chance there on the volley, but it's put behind by Vargas for another German corner.
Been such a nuisance, Gnabry. Yeah, it's a great ball in from Leroy Sané, it just cuts through the defence again. When you've got 5 at the back, you'd think they'd be a lot tighter than they are. Every time the ball comes into the box, it's either going over their heads or through in between 2 players. He tried to cut it back in Abri. At least Costa Rica got it away then. But yeah, another corner for Germany.
Round to take it. Last 2 from this side haven't been particularly good. They've landed on the back post, but had a Costa Rican foot. This one's gone to almost the same area. It's headed up in the air. Navas comes with a claim. German player down far post was Rudiger. He's appealing here that he was impeded, but the referee had nothing, showed no interest in that appeal, and the ball's been cleared. Navas just wanted to get it as far away from his own goal as possible there, but not able to find Campbell, the only Costa Rican in the German half. So it'll be a throw-in, close to the halfway line, taken by Kimmich. Costa Rica 0, Germany 1 in this game. Don't forget Spain lead Japan 1-0 in the other game, so Spain would be top of the group with Germany in second place. That would mean Spain would fall into a position in the bracket that would put them in the same half as France and England. Germany, they'd be going into a pretty tough looking bracket that would include Brazil, and they probably don't want that. They are the tournament favourites and look probably the best side in Qatar. But they of course do have a good record against Brazil, certainly in the last World Cup they met. Famous victory in a semi-final. Ball goes out far side. Oviedo was about to take it, then just held on to the ball. He almost overbalanced by doing that, but he's now gesturing for somebody to make a run down the line. Drops it into Campbell's feet. He almost falls over as well. Now Tejada knocks it back, and Vargas finds Duarte. Duarte misses out Waston and goes with an aerial ball out to the right for Fuller. This one's easily dealt with though by Round's back header to the keeper. And Neuer can pick it up. We've reached roughly the midpoint of the first half at the Al Bayt Stadium, where it's Costa Rica 0, Germany 1. To take you through to half-time, it's going to be Ben White.
Simon, yeah, well, it's a huge sigh of relief really for everyone in Germany. They did get that early goal, which stands the assist of Spain as well, given their 1-0 up against Japan. Germany would be going through. Scores were to remain the same. Second place with 4 points, third and fourth in 3. Just shows how tight it is in this group. It has been for so many in this competition already. Here comes Germany on the edge of Costa Rica's area. It's control from Musiala, full kindly to the goal scorer Serge Gnabry. Finds Musiala again in a pocket of space behind the defence. Feeds it back into Gnabry, tries to get past Tejeda. That's three off Costa Rica in the end. He can thump it forward, looking for Joel Campbell. Forward here, Costa Rica. So little off the ball. They will earn a throw-in, still inside their own territory. They have struggled to get the ball forward of Luis Fernando Suarez's men. It's still a miracle by their own terms that they have at least in contention to the knockout rounds, having beaten Japan by a goal to 0. It's a thumping defeat in the hands of Luis Enrique's men, 7 goals to 0 in their opener. It does mean they have that unfortunate difference, which is back up to -7 incidentally. If they were to be on the same number of points as anyone above them or around them, I assume they will struggle with goal difference. There's Thomas Muller. Has broken the offside trap or not. Flag does go up eventually, but looks like the referee will play it on Stephanie Frappart. Forward with Joel Campbell. On wide now to Tejeda. Left side is Oviedo. Back into Tejeda. Germany's final third. Just a few yards further back. It's a good spell of possession for the Costa Ricans. Oscar Duarte out to Vargas. Try and bring it forward. The through ball attempted. Look at Brian Oviedo was the best one. So easily back into German possession. It's been a little bit more intense from Costa Rica, but nothing cutting edge, I suppose. We're seeing now that Joel Campbell's the reference point up top with Venegas out on the wing instead. So they're trying to make changes on the field, but there's still no sign of them trying to get back into this one.
Yeah, I think maybe just trying to keep things fresh, you know, with that change there. You know, it's a thankless task. You know, it's probably mentally, you know, sort of wearing as well to be a lone striker in his formation and just having to chase lost causes. You know, drop him into midfield, put Campbell up there for a bit, swap him back. You know, it wouldn't be perhaps the worst idea. just keeps the German defenders on the toes a little bit as well when they do move around. But really, there's nothing for Germany to worry about, I don't think, so far. They're just totally in control of this game. It's just a matter of time, I think, when they score the next goal.
Yeah, still monopolising possession. Andy flicks net, Kimmich to Sula, one of the players that has played in the right-back role already this World Cup, to play more century on this occasion. More success, perhaps. Here comes Musiala into Serge Gnabry, into the Costa Rican penalty area. On the overlap is Raum. Feeds it back, looking for the Muller. Serge Gnabry. In the end, Musiala gets a shot away, blocked by Costa Rica. Back into Musiala, and I think everybody on the pitch realised that it was Raum in the end. 10 or 15 seconds ago was in an offside position to wave play on. Eventually, puts their hand up. Rica going to get it underway very quickly, very wastefully as well. Navas trying to play it quickly, counter-attack straight out for a German throw-in. Despite the size of Rica's nation, it's their third consecutive World Cup appearance. Been in Russia, Brazil previously, just out on 2010 in South Africa. Two tournaments before that, 2002 and 2006, they did make an appearance as well. They've the last 6 editions. Stikos have reached via the CAF qualifications. They only narrowly made on this occasion to face Zealand in the playoff, the Intercontinental playoff. They finished 4th in that group. They've got to come forward here with Hayda and Venegas, not really pulling off the 1-2. Borges was involved as well. He's out of position now, and Germany will score a counter. There's Gnabry one-on-one with Kendall Watson, nearly through the legs of towering Costa Rica centre-back, just gets his leg in the way. Crucial time for the German corner.
Yeah, it was just a half sort of break there for Costa Rica, where things just opened up. They couldn't quite get the ball down and make the best use of it, but they had like a 3-on-2 there, which is, you know, I guess Germany are going to take risks to put this game to bed, you know, to score multiple goals. They will take risks, but there could be a chance there if Costa Rica time their runs and get the ball down, which they nearly did on that occasion and got a 3-on-2.
Nearly every corner by Germany will be round to take the outswinger. 20 men in the way of that ball. It was easily cleared by Costa Rica, but there's another German player down in the box looking for penalty. It wasn't Rudiger on this occasion. Gundogan in a deep position, finding Jamal Musiala into space. Chance for him to run at the midfield and defence of Costa Rica. Instead he checks back, finding Gundogan, of course, the goal scorer in their opener. Against Japan from the penalty spot. A 1-goal lead. For the 2-1. Japanese is Musiala on the edge of the area into Gundogan. The D, it's an attempted back heel by Musiala, trying to find Gundogan again. It's all very one-touch football from Hansi Flick's side, almost trying to get the perfect goal, really. A wasteful ball, Joshua Kimmich. Campbell now. Yeah, halfway line, he finds Brian Oviedo and acres of space if he can get the passes right here, Los Ticos. Chance for him to get the balls in the box. The ball does go into the box towards Joel Campbell. Shoots behind former Arsenal man. In the end, it will go out for a German goal kick. It's a lot more encouraging, though, for Luis Fernando Suarez's men. It's another ball in the box, which they haven't done so often. It's a decent pass by Brian Oviedo. Of course, it is behind Joel Campbell. But they had the numbers forward there. They were committed men forward, and Germany didn't have their entire defence back. Yeah,
you can almost start to see the game plan now for Costa Rica, can't you? It was looking like it was just survival, you know, keeping the score down in the opening 20 minutes of this game. But they're offering something now, aren't they? They're coming forward with a few more numbers. They're getting the wing backs, if you want to call them wing backs. They're basically just glorified full backs, aren't they? In a 5 at the back, but you know, they are coming forward a little bit more. And we saw a good delivery there from Oviedo. And on the other side, I think Fuller was trying to keep the ball on the other side, so that's a good sign.
Both wing backs bombing it up and down the wing. Germany that coming forward yet again. Leon Goretzka out to the right hand side for Joshua Kimmich. Further infield is Gundogan. A lot of time on the ball. Let's go back to Kimmich. Wide now for Thomas Muller. He's drafted out all the way to the wing. To Gundogan. Musiala, the centre of the pitch. Great challenge. Or was it from Joel Campbell? It falls kindly to Serge Gnabry. Gets the shot away. Blocked by Kendall Watson. For a German corner. It's unfortunate one for Joel Campbell there. It's a crucial tackle. Gundogan played kindly to the feet of Serge Gnabry, who's seen plenty of the ball already in dangerous areas. Of course, he did get that opener in the 10th minute. Maybe about 60 or 90 seconds later, Morata did get that goal for Spain, which means as it stands, Germany would be going through to the round of 16. Brown, another outswinging delivery, again cleared by Costa Rica as Borges on this occasion. Acres of space for them to try and come forward on the counter. Here's Aguilera. Again is Brian Oviedo, off by Musiala. There's no one in the box. The furthest advanced player for them was Borges, one of the central midfielders. They are trying to get bodies forward, but at the same time, Will Campbell and Venegas switching. You'll recognise striker in the line-up. Germany yet again, and they've got plenty of bodies forward themselves. Kimmich now forward, Thomas Muller ahead of him. This is Sane, Musiala and Gnabry. Goes to Muller, looking for the in-swinger. It's the back stick for Gnabry, straight into the hands of Keylor Navas. Take his time on this one. They've got past the half-hour mark. It is Germany 1, Costa Rica 0. Depends on official studio commentary. It's the second time that Costa Rica and Germany have met at the World Cup. First was 16 years ago now. Time does fly when Germany were hosting. They came out on top in a 6-goal thriller, 4-2 winners. A few examples where, one of many I should say, where Costa Rica have struggled against European opposition. They've only won one of the last 11 World Cup games when they do face European teams. A victory come against Italy in 2014 World Cup. Germany now with Leroy Sane out on the wing, a chance to run at Vargas. He's done well to shepherd him further back to Joshua Kimmich, floats it to the near post, looking for the run of Thomas Muller, cleared a handful of times, never really convincingly by Costa Rica. Everyone gets it back, German possession. Fortunately, that victory for Costa Rica against Italy 8 years ago was part of perhaps their best performance in a World Cup. They were in a good depth, really, weren't they, with Italy, Uruguay and England, and they finished top of that group. A remarkable fairy tale run it was for the Central American side on that occasion. They do need something from this one if they want to get past group stage yet again. Brian Oviedo shouting at his defence.
England took a point off them though, didn't they?
They did.
Unlike Italy and Uruguay, well, I think maybe Uruguay did get a draw.
No, they did. I think Costa Rica did win the 2, but then the only team to really break down the group stage was England, of course. I think the 3 Lions were already eliminated by that point. They did the direct opposite of Costa Rica by losing both matches against Italy and Uruguay. Now it has changed, of course, in 8 years. The qualification, they'll be facing Senegal in the round of 16. 4 matches so far in that round, of course, are confirmed. Joshua Kimmich now getting the ball into the 6-yard area. Goes over the head of Thomas Muller, then bounces over the head Serge Gnabry. For Costa Rica, throwing deep inside their own territory. The round of 16 fixtures confirmed at the moment, of course, are Netherlands against the United States, who got was a crucial 1-0 victory against Iran. Last fixture, Argentina against Australia. Australians against all odds, really, finding victories against Tunisia and Denmark, finishing just below current world champions France, England, Senegal. France against Poland. Was part of a group that was so dramatic last night. Right to that thought in a second, but Germany do come forward here with Brown, cuts it back looking for Thomas Muller. A few yards back than the recognised striker position. Get that shot away as well, intercepted by the Costa Rican midfield. Likewise, there's a good interception from Serge Gnabry. Germany will come forward yet again. Costa Rica so seldom getting out of their own half. It's Kimmich now, a chance to get ball into the box again. Instead he strikes from range. It's spilled by Keylor Navas. Credit to the PSG goalkeeper. Just at the second time of asking, smothers it before it reaches the feet of Muller.
Yeah, he just leapt out there when he realised he'd spilled that and got to the feet of Muller before the striker could react or the ball really got to him. So he made up for his error there. He's been pretty good so far, hasn't he? A couple of really good saves, and just you can let him off a mistake like this. He did swerve in the air. And he didn't let it get too far away from his body. He wasn't able to then recover on the rebound.
Gundogan now to the right for Kimmich. Just bounced before Keylor Navas, which always makes it more difficult for goalkeepers. Added to that little bit of swerve from Kimmich's strike. Good flick from Leroy Sane into the feet of Goretzka. Pulls it back for Muller, who tries to pull it back even further. No one waiting on the edge of the D for Germany. Joel Campbell tries to hold the ball up, does well to get past Gundogan, and then Leroy Sané. Solid play from Costa Rica midfielder. Eventually, Pilar is dispossessed. And Germany will look forward. So again, only 10 minutes left in this first half. One-way traffic really from 1 or 2 balls in from Los Ticos. A little threat to Manuel Neuer's goal. The majority of the action has come at the face of Keylor Navas. Here's Gnabry around the corner for Musiala. It's a chance for him to go one-on-one with the defenders, and was he brought down by Borges? There's no complaints from Musiala. He did get the shot away, perhaps just before Borges gets a interception in. Just go out for a goal kick. Maybe he just did enough to put off Musiala in the end.
Yeah, I mean, he's alongside him, he's trying to make a tackle. It's hard to tell from those two angles whether there was a touch, but there was no great complaint from Musiala or any of the German players when the penalty wasn't given. So I guess Madame Frapper got that one right.
Frapper, trade in Ligue 1, the referee. World Cup now football's greatest stage. As I mentioned earlier, the 4 confirmed round of 16 fixtures are slowly becoming a bit more. The earlier fixtures today saw Belgium eliminated after a 0-0 draw against Croatia. The Adriatic side will make it to the round of 16 alongside Morocco. It's done brilliantly to keep their unbeaten run intact. This group drawing against Croatia and finding victories against both Belgium and Canada. They await to see their opponents in the next round. Wait to see who makes it out of this Group B. With each scoreline still 1-0 for the European sides. 1 Japan 0, Germany 1, Costa Rica 0. Flick will be delighted that his team did get that early goal just to take pressure off, slow it down a bit in possession as they have done for the last 60 seconds or so. Between midfield and defence, Rudiger into Gundogan, Goretzka, Sula. Now a bit of pressure from Joel Campbell, committed for Germany. Half clearance by Costa Rica, and they're just getting under their spell again, Germany. I suppose that they'll have had word from the other match as well, won't they, that Spain have taken the lead. Maybe why they've took the foot off the gas in the last 10 or so minutes, and they've just been keeping with the ball at their feet. They haven't given it away here for Costa Rica to try a counter, but doing so well to sort of counter-press and win the ball back when they lose it. Germany.
Oh yeah, I think it's hard to keep the intensity up that they had achieved over the first 20 minutes. You know, that was just total dominance. We're seeing Costa Rica have a little bit more of the ball, able to sustain possession for a few more seconds, still not really going anywhere significant with it, and they haven't yet tested Neuer. But I think, you know, it's just really hard for any team in this tournament to really sustain, you know, 45 minutes of concerted pressure as the ball's banged out of play on the far side. I also think that the referee's not buying a lot of the German play acts in here. There's been a few challenges. We saw the penalty shout. Was it a penalty? Well, clearly the referee thought not, and she was right. And also we saw another challenge moments ago that she let go. So she's definitely wise to the Germans' antics to try and win free kicks and things like that around the edge of the box.
Well, it is a game that does have a lot at stake, being the final group stage game. It's early goals. Assuming that the favourites to make it out now are indeed Spain and Germany. Men will come forward yet again here, round with acres of space to get a ball into the box. Cleared by Oscar Duarte, and we'll leave it to go out for a throw. It's still inside Costa Rica's half, as we do see Mexican wave moving its way all around the stadium. Gnabry now into the area with the challenge of Kendall Waston. Tries to curl it into the far corner. Keylor Navas was scrambling, but fortunately for him, just goes past his post.
Did everything right apart from finding the back of the net. You know, he's creating a space for himself. He's curled a shot in, which Navas was not going to save. It's just gone narrowly wide of that far post. Yeah, it's a few inches wide of the far post. Great effort from Gnabry, all his own work really, from the time he controlled the ball in the box.
Germany have dominated possession. A lot of that possession has come in sort of the final third of Costa Rica, and really many of the front four so far. It has been Serge Gnabry the most impactful, even outside of the deadlock. So much of the ball alongside Musiala.
Zane's been anonymous, hasn't he? He just seems like a bit of a an enigma at international level still. I know he's such a good player at club level. I know he's got a fantastic scoring record in the Champions League, but like many of his international appearances for Germany, the game just seems to pass him by.
6 years of age now is Leroy Sané. Started many years ago when he was at Manchester City. Forward, Joel Campbell. That's not going to go anywhere near one of the Costa Rican persuasion. He is 1 year younger than Serge Gnabry. Of course, it seems like Gnabry's been around for ages, having started at Arsenal at such a young age. Really come into his own in recent years for Bayern Munich, as you said, signed with so many of the German squad. Flew out to Qatar, just played for the Bavarian side. Three in attack. The line-up today as well are Gnabry, Muller, and Leroy Sané, Musiala as well. It's the front four. So yeah, they've obviously. It's always going to be fluid in that regard because they spend nationally and at club level, spending nearly every working day of the year training together.
Yeah, exactly. The little off-the-cuff stuff. You know, we've seen it a couple of times. Kimmich crosses into the box. There's a chance here for Musiala almost latching onto it. Still not cleared by Costa Rica before keeper punches it away. But yeah, you see some of the little timed runs. One from Muller onto Kimmich's cross before. That's all come from years played together. Club level, other moves as well. Obviously Gnabry has been involved in a couple of them. It's just almost telepathic, isn't it? And it's a huge benefit when you've got players playing at the same club week in, week out.
7 of the 26 to play for Bayern Munich. Costa Rica, 16 players in their 26-man squad that play their trade in the Costa Rican League. We've assumed that they're well accustomed to each other. Terrible opening game against Spain. Almost against all odds, really. Defeated Japan, who you'd assume had taken that game a bit more seriously than they did. It's a chance for Costa Rica to come forward. It's Fuller who gets it's easily the best chance for Costa Rica. I think Manuel Neuer made a save. They're all rushing back to defend for the corner. What an opportunity for Fuller. He got the goal against Japan to earn them those 3 points, and he just bombed down forward, a loose ball, really. And he's tried to get it over Manuel Neuer. It's a brilliant save in the end. He stays on his feet, Neuer, as opposed to diving down. We're just seeing Jens Lehmann in the crowd as well. I'm sure he'll be delighted with a save of that calibre. It's kept Germany at this as it stands in the contention to qualify. All into the box again. Manuel Neuer, great punch out from him. We've said for the first 42 minutes he's had no action to make himself involved in. And 2 crucial interceptions there.
Yeah. Moments like that make you think that Germany, for all their dominance in this game, they're not going to do a great deal in this World Cup, because that was schoolboy defending from Raum and Rudiger. Raum you can kind of not excuse, but you kind of half expect it. He's a converted winger. He let the ball bounce when he should have dealt with it without that actually getting to Rudiger. But his defending is too casual. And Fuller, he does everything right, really. It's a tough ball to control. He manages to get a shot away that's heading toward the target with power, but he's denied by a fantastic save.
Springing Costa Rica's step right now. Try and get it forward again. Dare I say, placed at this stage 1-0 up. It was comical defending really between Raum and Rudiger, as you did say, Simon. They just let the ball bounce, which is bad enough when you are a defender. You didn't see the sneaky run made by Fuller from behind. What an opportunity for Costa Rica to get back into the match. And what really has been their only shot the entire game came in the 43rd minute. Come forward again here, Joel Campbell with the ball into the box, and Venegas had no idea that would strike him. Tula tried to clear it. A total air hit from the centre-back. Off the thigh of Venegas. You can't expect that. I mean, the German defence is panicking almost at this stage. If it's impossible for Venegas to read that Tula's going to miss that one. But maybe a striker with a bit more experience, a bit more quality could have got shot away on that occasion, because it just bounces off him. But what an opportunity again.
Yeah, ball should not have reached him. Tula just in a really bad body position. I mean, that's it. Any defender can make an error of, I don't know, sort of judgment, and we saw one from Raum and from Rudiger moments ago. But this is technique from Schuler. This is something that you really should not, if you're an international class defender, you shouldn't be trying to just dangle a leg at a cross coming into the box. Like that. Your body should be in the right position, half facing the angle of the cross. There's a shot fired over by Zane, so he is playing in the game. That is very worrying from a German perspective that Schuler's making that kind of error.
Well, it's almost arriving at a point of deja vu for Hansi Flick's side. They totally dominated the first half against Japan, but they did go into the break at 1-0. Just a few defensive errors, but Japan right back into that one. Costa Rica had been a bit more clinical. Could be saying an identical story here. Instead, only 1 minute of added time in this one as Serge Gnabry fizzes the ball along the ground into the area. Falls kindly for Sane. 2 shots in 2 minutes for the Bayern Munich winger. It's well blocked by Yeltsin Zaheda for a German corner, which you'd assume will be the last action of this first half. There's a fan that thinks he's hit the jackpot by catching onto that ball. He's never going to try and give that one back onto the field.
Just before half-time, you might as well keep it.
I think we've just seen him throw it back begrudgingly as Raum puts it towards the back post, towards the head of Thomas Muller. To get the cleanest of contacts on it. Goes out to Musiala now. He tries a through ball, looking for anyone in the area of Germany. But what an opportunity for Costa Rica. It's a 4-on-2 if they can get the passes right here, just before the end of first half. So Campbell tracks back in the end. And I think Stephanie Frappart's going to blow for half-time. It's a wasted opportunity for Costa Rica. Joel Campbell raises his hands in the air of frustration because it was a glorious chance for them to get back into the game. They've ended this half very positively. In a first 45 that really has been dominated by Germany. They got their goal after 10 minutes from Serge Gnabry, and as it stands, they would be going through to the knockout rounds. But beware of Costa Rica in the second half. It is Costa Rica 0, Germany 1.
Half-time at the Al-Bayt Stadium, where it's Germany 1, Costa Rica 0. The early goal from Serge Gnabry separating the sides, a header in from a near-post cross from David Raum. But Germany have had plenty of chances. They haven't been able to find a second goal. Keylor Navas made a great early save from Musiala. He also saw Muller head wide. Then there was a great chance as well for Gnabry once more. But it was a brilliant chance before half-time for Keisha Fuller-Spence, who got in behind the defence in an effort that was saved by Muller that could have made it 1-1. At half-time, it's 1-0 to Germany. Time at the Al-Bayt Stadium, where it's Germany 1, Costa Rica 0. The early goal from Serge Gnabry separating the sides, a header in from a near-post cross from David Raum. But Germany have had plenty of chances. They haven't been able to find a second goal. Keylor Navas made a great early save from Musiala. He also saw Muller head wide. Then there was a great chance as well for Gnabry once more. But it was a brilliant chance before half-time for Keisha Fuller-Spence, who got in behind the defence in an effort that was saved by Muller that could have made it 1-1. At half-time, it's 1-0 to Germany. Half-time at the Al-Bayt Stadium, where it's Germany 1, Costa Rica 0. The early goal from Serge Gnabry separating the sides, a header in from a near-post cross from David Raum. But Germany have had plenty of chances. They haven't been able to find a second goal. Keylor Navas made a great early save from Musiala. He also saw Muller head wide. Then there was a great chance as well for Gnabry once more. But it was a brilliant chance before half-time for Keisha Fuller-Spence, who got in behind the defence in an effort that was saved by Muller that could have made it 1-1. At half-time, it's 1-0 to Germany. Half-time at the Al-Bayt Stadium, where it's Germany
They haven't been able to find a second goal. Keylor Navas made a great early save from Musiala. He also saw Muller head wide. Then there was a great chance as well for Gnabry once more, but it was a brilliant chance before half-time for Keisha Fuller-Spence, who got in behind the defence in an effort that was saved by Muller that could have made it 1-1. At half-time, it's 1-0 to Germany. Half-time at the O.A.T Stadium, where it's Germany.
Warm welcome back. Second half just underway at the O.A.T Stadium, and Germany 1 goal to the good after that early Serge Gnabry effort. Ball's passed back to Manuel Neuer in the German goal, and they worked their way out of defence. I'm sure some stern words were said in the German dressing room at half-time, because there were some sloppy bits of play towards the end of that first 45 minutes, Ben, where on another day they could easily have conceded and be in at half-time level with Costa Rica.
Absolutely, it was just a ball over the top, wasn't it, from Navas. 2 bounces, all of a sudden it's over the back line, and the chance was there for them to get their equaliser. Change, Costa Rica just come on at the moment, but the 15 minutes for either manager has been crucial, really, hasn't it? It's fancy flick. He's just wondering how they haven't got the second goal to kill the game off. And Luis Fernando Suarez will be his 11 and just thinking there's something to get from this, because those last 5 minutes, Costa Rica were in the ascendancy and so easily could have got an equaliser.
Yeah, so Justin Salas has come on at half-time, and he's replaced Aguilera. So that was the half-time change made by Los Ticos. Germany have the ball outside the Costa Rica penalty area. Attempted flick on there from Germany, doesn't come off, and it's played forward and goes behind for a goal kick. Inspiring start to the second period from Die Mannschaft, and a few players starting to just chunter and mutter and gesticulate. They need this second goal to settle a few nerves, and ball's cleared by Costa Rica. Up towards Campbell, who chests it down really well. Former Arsenal man knocks it back, and Vargas plays it around Muller, back to Duarte. He's got time on the ball here and hits a long one pretty centrally, trying to pick out Fuller, who'd made a darting run, but really good deals with that one. And with help from Raum, they go back to the goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer. Made that great save from Fuller just before half-time. That's a decent ball forward towards Gnabry, but he can't get past Waston, who knocks it out of play on the volley, out for a throw on the far side to Germany. Quickly in to Musiala. Those long legs and great first touch. His ball's across to the far post looking for Zane, but Oviedo headed it away. One of the German subs collects that one. Zane must be one of the candidates to come off as a substitute. Is going to leave that throw. He might have another goal in the other game between Japan and Spain. This could be an equaliser for Japan. I'll just confirm that in a moment or two, as Germany have the ball edge of the penalty area. Musiala, can he perform a trick? Yes, he can. He gets past 2 defenders. The third one, though, does the job and clears. Now up towards Fuller. Plays inside to Campbell. Campbell turns away from Rudiger. Great strength, but his pass does not find Salas, who'd gone beyond. Chugging up the pitch, though, is Oviedo. He's gone into a challenge. He's won a throw-in off Klusterman. So Germany made a change as well.
Leon Goretzka's gone off. If this goal stands for Japan, it's huge, because they go into second place, given the head-to-head, because they, of course, beat Germany 2-1. So for Germany, they need to get a second goal. I think goal difference goes over head-to-head.
Yeah.
Which, of course, so many leagues across Europe, they have the debate between head-to-head or goal difference. The World Cup has decided that goal difference is more superior. So for Germany now, they've got to get a second goal, or hope for Spain to take the lead again. But they'd rather do it in their own hands as opposed to depending on other nations.
Germany work the ball across midfield. Klusterman out to Zane. Now Kimmich. Zane plays it short to Kimmich, back to Klusterman. And now gone all the way back to Nicholas Schuler. Germany trying to stay patient, but word will be getting to them that Japan have equalised in the other game, and as you quite rightly said there, Ben, it does mean Japan now go ahead of Germany on the next tiebreaker in line, because goal difference is level between the two nations, so the next tiebreaker is the head-to-head, and it's Japan, of course, with that 2-1 win earlier in the tournament, who will go through as things stand. Just seen a goal that's been scored by Japan. It's a fantastic hit from the edge of the box by Ritsu Doan. And nothing that Spanish keeper can do about that. So 1-1 at the Khalifa International Stadium, at the Al Bayt Stadium. It is 1-0 to Germany. And ball's passed back to Neuer on the edge of his penalty area. Schuler finds Klostermann. Schuler again into Kimmich. He's moved back into central midfield, his regular position. Spelling for Goretzka. As might have had another goal in the other game in the group as well. And this would really put the cat among the pigeons. Anyway, Costa Rica on the attack here with Oviedo down the left-hand side. Germany need to do some defending before we can contemplate the score in the other game. Cross goes in from Salas towards the far post, headed away by Rudiger and dealt with by Germany, but not comfortably at the stretch. It's eventually hooked away and out for a throw to Costa Rica.
Yeah, I think the goal might have been chalked off for Japan. It did look like they'd all of a sudden turned that game on its head, but just after, well, of course, Japan had just got an early goal. Costa Rica are trying to come forward as well now in these early stages of the second half. Germany made a bit of a meal of it. It just seems that whenever the ball's in the box of Germany, they can't properly clear it. Here they come again.
Yeah, great play for Costa Rica. Shot goes in. It's blocked at source by Schuler. It was Fuller who had that first half effort saved by Neuer that had the effort there. Much better from Costa Rica though. They really are offering an attacking threat now, which they weren't doing for long periods in the first half. They pick the ball up on the edge of the box again, and a shot comes in from the striker there. Is it Venegas? Straight at the goalkeeper Neuer. So he's made two saves in the game now. Costa Rica have had probably 3 or 4 shots in the last 10 minutes of actual game time here.
Yeah, and the previous 35 or so, nothing. The ball at the top nearly gets into the path of Leroy Sané. He checks back. What an improvement from Costa Rica, even, as you say, in those final stages of the first half. It just proves that a 1-0 scoreline is just never guarantee anything. In a World Cup there's already seen so many shots. So
the goal is under review, by the way. The Japan goal is under review in the game against Spain. We'll keep an eye on that one, see whether VAR does indeed allow the goal, whereas it appears to have been disallowed by the referee. Here's into the penalty area now for Musiala, trying to set the ball back across the 6-yard box. It's scrambled away by Costa Rica and behind for a corner.
It looks like Germany are going to make another change. In fact, I think that was Nicholas Füllkrug, the goal scorer in the previous match against Spain. I don't know whether he'll come on in time for this corner. Well cleared by Vargas. Kimmich goes over to take it. He's in midfield now with Klostermann coming on. Still one eye on this one. One eye to see what's going to happen in the Japan-Spain game. They have taken the corner.
Short corner to Musiala, but great defensive work there from Costa Rica. Just managing to pinch the ball away and clearing it up the line. Then it's booted up in the air for a 50-50. And I think that goal might have been given. It has been given to Japan. Japan, from 1-0 down at half-time, have scored 2 goals in a space of 4 second-half minutes to lead 2-1 against Spain. And they'll be going through, at the moment, as group winners.
It's unbelievable, isn't it, Simon? The amount of positional changes already in this group. In those opening 10 minutes, Germany scored and Spain scored. Now Japan have absolutely turned it around. It's up to Costa Rica now to try and get something. At least Spain aren't safe at all, of course.
Ball into the edge of the penalty area. Zane tries to get out of his feet, knocks it through a gap, but the defence quickly recovered. Oviedo concedes a corner. And now, of course, Japan have some breathing room there, don't they? Because a draw, as things stand, would do them. So they can even concede to Spain here and still go through, as long as Costa Rica don't go under. To Germany, it doesn't look like they are going to go under the way the game's going.
No, they are going to make the change now, Germany, and it's an attacking one. I mean, they were going to make this change, I think, before that second Japanese goal was confirmed, but it is Gundogan coming off for Füllkrug. So it's another striker on, the midfielder off.
Both starting central midfielders have been banished to the bench now, so I think we know what Hansi Flick, who he's blaming for this performance so far. Yeah, Füllkrug extra striker on. Muller will probably drop a little bit deeper as an attacking midfielder from the central area. Here comes the corner. To be taken by Joshua Kimmich. Füllkrug making a nuisance of himself right in the mixer there. Battling for position. As the referee blows her whistle. In it comes. High hanging ball to the back post. Nobody there for Germany. Easily nodded away. Comes back to Musiala by the opposite corner flag. He tries a little trick, gets half a yard of space, sets up Gnabry for a deflected shot. Might drop here on the back post to Kimmich. He goes square to the edge of the area. Zane on his left foot pulls the trigger but fires it well over the crossbar, and Costa Rica survive.
The thing is, as well, is with Japan winning and Germany still winning as it stands, it means that Spain and Germany are on 4 points, but the Spaniards have such a larger goal difference than the Germans. It's a nightmare scenario for Hansi Flick's men. They need to hope that they get back into that one. But well, as for it, they want it to be in a draw, and then for Germany to get a second goal, all of a sudden, Hansi Flick's going to be panicking.
I think the group table has just been shown on the screen at the Al Bayt Stadium, and all the German fans now, they look, well, the faces are absolute pictures because they can't believe what's going on here. This could be a second successive World Cup tournament where they don't make it through the group stages, even though they are leading in this final game and could finish with 4 points in the group. But the problem is that Japan would have 6, and as you say, Spain would also have 4, but that vastly superior goal difference courtesy of the 7-0 win they had right at the start. Costa Rica, a very different animal to the one that went under against Spain, though. They look confident here. They look like they could get something from the game, let alone not avoid, let alone not go completely under. And here coming out from the back, they come again, as it's Campbell laying it off to Oviedo, bursting forward over the halfway line. The veteran former Everton man slips it wide to the left-hand side. Salas tries to send it square, then a mistimed tackle in the middle of all that gives Germany a chance to break, with Musiala leading the counter-attack. He's got Muller out to the right, he's going to the left-hand side for Füllkrug. His first touch wasn't great. Füllkrug can't square it back into the middle, and Borges makes a couple of really good challenges there, and they get it out of harm's way. Borges flicking it down the line and getting a return pass from Fuller before smashing it off the back of the head of German player. Füllkrug's down holding his chin as well. The referee's just saying play on. I don't see any head injuries here, and so Borges could knock it back. Played forward to Fuller, who's very much more in a sort of central attacking role now. Then a ball forward from Tejada, trying to release the striker down the left-hand side. He can't keep it in. Goes out for a throw-in to Germany.
The scenario we have now almost makes this game a lot more exciting for the neutral, because there needs to be goals in this game now as well. 1-0 does neither side any favours, and it's working into the hands of Costa Rica. Kendall Watson's absolutely bombing it down the wing. He's the central centre-back, and well, they're in again.
Great ball here to Fuller inside the penalty area. Rudiger tries to close him off. Great cross comes in, it's saved, and it's a chance for follow-up. It's been put in. It's been put in, and it's going to be Tejada. Yeah, Tejada has got it in from a few yards out. Neuer made a great initial save from the header, but Costa Rica have levelled. Less than an hour gone, it's Costa Rica 1, Germany 1.
Oh, this is unbelievable, Sam. I just said it's playing into the hands of Costa Rica. They're seeing a lot more of the ball. Kendall Waston's running down the wing. It's played into Fuller. He tries to pull it back for Waston. It's a great header. It's straight at Manuel Neuer, but there's so much power on it. He can only parry it as far as Tejada. What a second half this has been in this group overall. Germany and Spain were winning in the first 45. Kind of turned it around, and Costa Rica are halfway there. The diving header from Waston is saved by Neuer. Falls to Tejada. What a moment, and what an opening 12-13 minutes we've had in the second half for Group E. It doesn't necessarily change anything in the standings, as opposed to Costa Rica being in third and Germany into fourth. But if something was to change the Spain-Japan game, or if Costa Rica were to go ahead into this one, then really would be something remarkable. There's still 30, more than half an hour to go.
Yeah, Costa Rica fans that were watching their team just, surviving in the first half probably can't believe what they're seeing now. What a turnaround this game has seen, with Tejada finishing off, just showing more desire than the German players at the back post to finish off that opportunity after Neuer scooped it out from the Waston header. What on earth was he doing up there? You mentioned it. He's just carried on his run, hasn't he, from the back after the interception, and the cross found him from Fuller. It was a good cut back. He got the decent header in, and from there onwards, Costa Rica levelled. So have Germany got what it takes here to rescue this situation? It looks like it's slipping away from them right now. From 1-0 up and from being in the round of 16, now they need a 3-goal swing really. they were to win this game 2-1, that still wouldn't be enough even if Japan drew. And they need a favour from Spain in the other game as well. So essentially it's a 3-goal swing they need from this point, with 60 minutes of football to be played. 30 in this game, 30 in the Spain-Japan game. As Costa Rica, they haven't let go of the ball again. They're playing much more controlled stuff. Now they've lost it, and there's a possible counter-attack for Germany as Zane dribbles forward. Gets away, plays it into the box. Musiala pulls the shot away, and he finds the inside of the post and can't convert the rebound. It comes back off the woodwork, and he couldn't keep it down. It goes over the bar for a goal kick.
Oh, but what play, and Keylor Navas has beaten. It's a thunderous strike with Musiala's left foot. It's from a tight angle. He does so well to even sort of make it go that far. I mean, it's too far into the corner because it's bounced off the inside of the post and straight back to him. But it's a great effort considering there's nothing he can do about the second one. It's just fired back off him off the upright and tries to volley it goalwards, goes over. But well, there's jubilation amongst the Costa Rica fans now. I can't imagine what the Japanese fans must be feeling now as well. They've gone ahead, and with Costa Rica equalising, it's music to their ears. It just shows you how easily it can change on a final match day of a group. And here comes Germany.
Yeah, Musiala on the counter-attack again, edge of the penalty area, trying to set up Muller. Muller on his right foot, pulls the trigger and fires it over. There was a deflection though, and Germany have a corner.
That's a crucial block from O.A.T. I think O.A.T. and Watson just ran to immediately celebrate with him. There was so much power on that Muller strike. It might have been going in. I mean, the block is right on Muller's feet. Whether or not Keylor Navas had it covered, we'll never know. But what we do know is it was a vital block from O.A.T.
Germany have a corner. There's only 4 German players in the penalty area. I'm not sure what they're playing at here. They need to get some bodies in there. Comes the cross, headed away at the heart of that defence by Borges. Comes back edge of the penalty area. Musiala, everything good's coming out of him at the moment. He's gone down looking for a free kick. Ref says play on. Gnabry feeds Kimmich. Low ball in near post, and it's almost converted by Rudiger, who'd stayed up there, but it's gone behind for a goal kick.
I don't know what part of the body he's hit this with Rudiger, because it looks like his right foot, but then it's gone so wide of the mark. It's fizzed in towards him inside the 6-yard area. Come off his toe in the end as opposed to the side of his foot. I think there's enough pressure from O.A.T. in the end to send it wide, but there's a lot more intent now for Germany. They know they've got to get back into this game. Rudiger stayed forward from the corner. He's acting as a striker in the hour mark. But it's all to play for now.
Just thinking of Rudiger there, I go back to that game against Japan when Germany were leading 1-0, and there was an incident where Rudiger was tracking a Japanese player down by the corner flag. Do you see the game? And he starts high kicking like this with his legs like that as Germany were winning 1-0.
Yeah.
Well, the boot's on the other foot now, Antonio.
Certainly is. Shows the complacency, I guess, where there's just too much risk behind it. There's always that chance of the other team getting back into the game. It's the World Cup. Everyone is here on merit. Everyone can play football. So Germany, well, it's almost calmer as opposed in a way, but there's a lot to play in this match still. But they're going to be panicking.
Yeah, you can sense the panic spreading throughout the German side now as the poor pass there from Zane to Muller goes straight out of play for a goal kick, and Navas will take his time on all the restarts now. Costa Rica can go into game management mode. A draw is, it's only a point for them, but it would be seen as a major scalp.
And of course, if Spain go on to turn it around again, they're 3-2 up, it'd be Costa Rica going through. So, in their eyes,
yeah,
the job is done, that they would only want to draw. Just need Spain to get their act together again. Because it's not certain for Spain either. Of course, they're in maybe the best position out of all the other 3 teams. If they were to turn it around against Japan, it'd be Costa Rica going through against all odds after losing 7-0 in their opening game.
Germany on the attack down the right with Klostermann. Back inside it goes to Kimmich. He's taking his time considering his pass as it goes back to the right now for Muller. Muller's got over to the right hand side. Zane's now playing almost like an inside right Fulkrug. Centre forward over on the left hand side. It's Gnabry. Musiala's just buzzing around there. Here's a cross from Raum. Great ball fizzed across the 6-yard box. Nobody attacked it. Fulkrug wasn't there, and Muller at the back post just watched it go beyond him.
Oh, if you're Raum, you've got to be fuming with your strikers there. It's a great ball in. The defenders don't want to stick a leg in because it might go goal bound from their own touch. But Muller and Fulkrug are good 6 yards away from the ball. Flick's seen enough again. He's making 2 more attacking changes. Kai Havertz and Mario Götze. he got back into the squad after some solid league form. Germany the win in 2014. I'm not saying it's a similar responsibility now, but he's got work to do if he gets his nation to the next round.
Yeah, so that substitution or double change is yet to be made. The ball hasn't gone out of play from Navas's goal kick, but Germany have it back with Raum, who put that delicious ball in moments ago. Every right, as you say, to question where the strikers were then. Here is one of them, Fulkrug, coming off the front on his right foot, assessing his options, tries to slip it through. First time ball from Muller doesn't quite fall to Zane. Now Costa Rica break. Fuller through the middle, almost released by Campbell, but just the covering defender was back there with him round to knock it back to Neuer. You sense that there is another goal coming for Costa Rica if they just get that final pass right.
Oh, absolutely. We've said that they don't really have a recognised striker, but Fuller, the right wing back, is almost the most advanced player at all times for Costa Rica.
Great skill from Musiala, a little 1-2, just halted at the last there by Duarte's clearance, but he looks about the most likely for Germany at the moment. Musiala, when he gets the ball, it just sticks to his toes and he glides through defenders most of the time. Here's the double change. Havertz is on for Germany. Muller has gone off. Is it his last World Cup appearance for Germany? I'm not sure he'll be in the national Mannschaft in 4 years' time. And also replacing David Raum, it's going to be Mario Götze.
On paper, two totally attacking changes. I mean, of course, Havertz and Thomas Muller play in a similar position in the sense they're not recognised strikers, they drop deep, they go out wide. But yeah, bringing on Götze for Raum, it's obviously going to change the shape as well. Needs to be seen how they'll deal with that one.
Germany on the attack. Musiala goes for goal. What an effort! It's the post. The second time the youngster has hit the woodwork in this game with that deadly right foot. Still going here, Germany. I think the post of Keylor Navas's left-hand post is still shaking from that effort from Musiala. Germany getting no look. But Costa Rica making their own look with this dogged performance. Now's a player down in the box. It might fall to Havertz, who tries a kick on the turn. It's gone over the bar.
We're saying that Costa Rica are coming forward and looking strong as well, but they've almost got a 12th man on the pitch with that post. It's the same post that he only hit about 3-4 minutes ago. Keylor Navas was beaten again. It's a great effort just outside the area. Kai Havertz has to get out of the way. Maybe does enough to sort of distract Keylor Navas from diving a little bit earlier. Rattles off that post. They've come so close to coming ahead again. Have Germany just keep knocking on that door and knocking on the post.
Yeah. We've reached the midway point of the second half in this topsy-turvy contest. Costa Rica 1, Germany 1, taking you through to full time. It's going to be Ben White.
Topsy-turvy indeed, Simon. It is end-to-end stuff at the moment. Both teams exchanging punches. Costa Rica coming forward, and then Germany. Here are Mannschaft again. Mario Götze into Serge Gnabry, gets past Joel Campbell, running at Brian Oviedo, gets past Oviedo as well. And I think the former Everton and Sunderland fullback just about did enough. He gets a shake of the hand off Gnabry. I think German winger knows that Oviedo did just enough to put him off. He didn't win the ball. He didn't really get any contact on Gnabry either. Just go out for a goal kick, which you have said already will be taken quite leisurely by Keylor Navas.
He's having a good game, Oviedo, isn't he?
Yeah, he definitely is. He's many seasons experienced in the Premier League. He's by his trade now. We're at Real Salt Lake in the MLS, 32 years of age. Plenty of experience under his belt. A few World Cup appearances as well. He did miss out on the 2014 edition by a very unfortunate leg break during his season at Everton. They did, as I've said, they made the 2018 edition. They've made 5 of the last 6 World Cup tournaments of Costa Rica, a tiny Central American nation. They themselves are going to make 2 substitutions as well. One of them was Alvaro Zamora. Didn't see what will be made eventually. But before that, it's a kick for Costa Rica by the touchline. Do look a bit forward from Joel Campbell, looking for Kendall Waston. Heads it forward to Oviedo, tries to get a foot on it, as does the number 3. It's in. Costa Rica, against all odds, just like Japan did in their other game, have turned it around against Germany, and it's their number 3. Juan Pablo Vargas, who just got a foot on it from the free kick. Absolute jubilation, both in the stands and on the pitch. Can you believe it, Simon? It's chalk and cheese at the moment. Jubilation with Costa Rica, head in hands for the German supporters. What a second half we've had in Group E. There's a round of applause from a German fan here. He can't believe it.
He's just realised he's on camera, that's why. This will be checked, I think, Ben. I think there was a high boot in there, but I don't know, this referee's left a lot go in the game. They're also checking for offside on the original free kick from Campbell. Nothing wrong with that. The header then comes in from Waston. There might be an offside there, but the player that actually puts it in is not. I just wonder whether that's a high boot.
Yeah, just seeing it again, this is probably the best angle we're going to get. It's flicked on first by Waston, then by Oviedo. I think that's a fair challenge from Vargas. He gets his foot down just in time before Manuel Neuer gets to him. He didn't get out there quick enough, Neuer, but it was such scrappy football. It comes back off the German keeper and just inside the post. There's unbelievable scenes we're seeing here in the stands. There's tears of joy, tears of despair for the Germans. Can you believe it?
Yeah, well, both games have just turned massively from the half-time scores, haven't they? I mean, this is what the World Cup's all about. This is why this tournament has really taken off. The goal has not been officially given yet because the check is now still taking place. This can only be, I think, for the offside. We've seen the replay of that. I don't think it's a high boot from Vargas. No. There's two offsides potentially in it. The referee's got a thumb up. It's going to count.
Yeah, Stephanie Frappart does confirm the goal. 2-1 to Costa Rica. 72 minutes gone in this one. It's all hands on deck for them. Now to try and hold on to this one. They would go through remarkably. Spain, despite a +6 goal difference, of course, via that 7-0 victory against Costa Rica, would be bowing out. It's unbelievable. It just shows you that one game. There's only 3 matches in a group, and you'd think that each one is so important. But having Costa Rica lose 7-0, and then as it stands, they get 2 victories with a -5 goal difference. They're beating Germany here. Japan are beating Spain. I don't know if that goal does Japan any favours, because that means Spain are going to be launching everything to get back into their game.
Yeah, that's a good point. But it's just amazing, isn't it? You could go back to so many different incidents over the course of the 3 games. Spain versus Germany, 1-1. Both teams playing out the final few minutes, thinking Spain going, we're in a great position, we got 4 points. Germany thinking, we're playing Costa Rica last game, we're in a great position. But they weren't. They're going to be finishing bottom and second bottom in this group as things stand.
There's a chance for Germany to get right back in it, and Kai Havertz gets it over Keylor Navas. They've responded immediately after the Germans. Kendall Waston trying to hold on to the ball. Looks like, I think he just about timed his run onside perfectly, did Kai Havertz. He's going to get a word from Stephanie Frappart here. It wasn't coming together between him and Kendall Waston, but I think it is. I don't think they're going to check this one whatsoever. It's already 2-2. Costa Rica didn't hold on for their lead that long. Does mean Spain immediately go back into second position. He is onside, Kai Havertz, by a good yard or two. But what a game now.
Yeah, Fulkrug's little flick. 2 of the substitutes working out really well there. Fulkrug flicked it through. Havertz stayed in the centre-forward position. He kind of scuffed his finish over Navas, but it'll do. It gets Germany in with a chance of qualification, and it brings Spain back now, I think, into second place in the group, doesn't it?
Costa Rica again. Germany saved by the flag. 4 offside. What a remarkable 10 or so minutes we've had in this one. Costa Rica getting back on level terms, then taking the lead. And that all happened. The substitutions were ready before that free kick when they did take the lead. They're all going to make those changes now, the Costa Ricans. The number 11, Costa Rica, Venegas, has come off for the number 22, Ronald Matarrita.
Fuller off as well, and coming on for him is
Jewison Bennett. So an attacking change again, I think. Yeah. So it does mean that the 26, Alvaro Zamora, isn't coming on. Obviously decided against that one with scoreline changing so frequently. This one, Germany coming forward yet again. Musiala riding the challenge 1-2 with Leroy Sané. Snapshot in the end from Kai Havertz, scuffed out wide for Costa Rica. Goal kick. Be a matter of minutes or even seconds that they were in second position with Spain in third. Costa Rica's men so grateful to Kai Havertz, who as it stands gifted Spain a chance to the knockout rounds. It was a scuffed effort, kicking it into the ground, which really worked to his benefit. It bounced over Keylor Navas, smothering Keylor Navas, trying to intercept it. Here at Costa Rica, yet again the number 22, Sarria, His first touch is to give it to Joel Campbell. Tries the challenge of 2. Gets it back from Tejeda. Chance to whip it into the 6-yard area. Cleared by Antonio Rudiger. Matarrita towards the back post. Looking for the other recent substitute, Bennett. With Justin Salas. Out for Costa Rica throw-in.
Oh, loads of spirit. I mean, obviously you're thinking they've just conceded after scoring. Is that going to be a real, body blow to them? But they keep on attacking. They've got some really good deliveries in from wide areas. You just worry they're going to get caught on the counter-attack here.
Well, caught on the counter, they might. As Kai Havertz feeds in Leroy Sané. He's got Fulkrug over for the tap, and if he finds him, he gives it to Fulkrug. What a save!
Wow!
What a save by Keylor Navas. I don't know if he knew too much about it. It might have been saved off of his head, but what a crucial intervention.
It's like Gordon Banks, this.
It's unbelievable. And they committed too many men forward from the long throw-in, did Costa Rica, and the overload did Germany. It's a good ball in from Leroy Sané. Fulkrug thinks he's already scored.
He saved it with his hands. He's got his hands to it.
He has. It's well, yeah.
Might be his shoulder.
And it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter how he saved it. It's prevented Costa Rica from going down 3-2. It's a remarkable save from quite a remarkable keeper, of course. He's his best years at Real Madrid, winning so many Champions League titles. Fulkrug thought, at a moment like that, you think you're destined to score, because it's 3 yards out. It's fed perfectly by Leroy Sané, but what a save from Keylor Navas.
Yeah, keeps his team in the World Cup. They still need to find a goal, though. Germany, they also need a goal. The scoreline in the other game is 2-1 to Japan against Spain, but Spain are not finding a goal back in that one at the moment.
And Germany, outswinger from Joshua Kimmich towards the 6-yard area, a header by Fulkrug. I think it came off Costa Rican man in the end. Back out to Kimmich. Marked by Costa Rica's recent goal scorer, at least Vargas. Whipped in by Musiala, not the best of deliveries. Thumped forward by Brian Oviedo. It's back with Musiala now. Great challenge in the end from Matarrita. A chance for a Costa Rica counter now with number 9, Jewison Bennett. Players ahead of him if he finds them. Finds the challenge of a couple of German players. Feeds it to Joel Campbell. Justin Salas is dispossessed. It's end-to-end stuff. There's bodies all over the pitch as Kai Havertz tries to get past Vargas into Serge Gnabry. On goal, great challenge by Kendall Waston.
He's had a great game.
He has. He's a towering centre-back that obviously was heavily involved in that second goal for Costa Rica.
Didn't panic there when Gnabry got on the outside of him, just lined him up and extended those long legs to punch it behind for the corner.
Emotions are certainly flying high on the pitch. I think Oscar Duarte's just gone into the book for a tactical foul when Germany were on that counter-attack. Don't expect any more in this one, really, given that these are the two teams that currently would be going out of the World Cup. They don't change anything about it. Kimmich in swinger, looking for Fulkrug. It's over his head. Falls to... Well,
she's given a penalty.
Or is it a penalty or is it a goal kick? I think it might... It's given a corner in the end. I don't know if it touched Rudiger or Kendall Waston in the end. But it must have come off a Costa Rica defender. It's out for another corner where we've just taken it. 13 corners for Germany. Only 1 for Costa Rica. Scoreline does remain even. 2 goals apiece. Kimmich whips it into a similar area again. Cleared by Vargas. Helped further on. Matarrita wins it. Throw in for Costa Rica in their own half. Well, a crucial one, really, because Germany are really getting back into this game. Just going to try and take the pace out of it because it's come in pockets, hasn't it? Costa Rica looked great for periods. Now it's Germany on the onslaught.
Yeah, Germany's substitutions have just given them a little bit extra in these sort of late second half minutes. I think Costa Rica's substitutions haven't quite worked out for them yet, but look, they've got another chance on the counter-attack here.
Forward again, it's Jewison Bennett out on the right. Antonio Rudiger's going to have to run over to keep tabs on him. Checks back instead, lines up the strike with his left foot from range. It's a poor effort, but a tired one despite only being on for a few minutes. Jewison Bennett scuffed out for a Germany goal kick, but it's end-to-end stuff now. It's unbelievable.
Be his range finder, but yeah, like you mentioned before, bodies all over the pitch. It's got very stretched, this game. It's going to be hard for the players that started the game to match the intensity of the substitutes, and it's just when those matchups occur, is it tired German defenders against fresh Costa Rican attackers, or is it the other way around? That'll be the difference here, the key moment that wins this game.
Then an unofficial off-tube studio commentary in this one as Costa Rica find acres of space coming forward again. If Jurison Bennett can get it under his spell, he had a man over on the left-hand side. If he could control it, Antonio Rudiger getting in the way of that one. Curious thing about these two matches, still Japan 2, Spain 1. They're on identical to kicked off the second half at exactly the same time. So these two games will go right to the wire, you'd imagine. Depending on, of course, how much added time we do receive. We have, of course, had so many minutes added on in each game. FIFA are trialling a few extra minutes, taking into account goal kick pauses, free kicks, amongst other things. From Germany, the layoff from Fulcrum comes to nothing. Thumped forward by Costa Rica, no man forward on this occasion. The atmosphere, it's turned on its head from the first half when Germany seemed so comfortable. Back into this one, Germany desperately finding that equaliser via Kai Havertz, and here's Musiala on the edge of the D. Out to the right is Serge Gnabry, one-on-one again with Brian Oviedo. Oviedo again does fantastically to get the challenge on the Bayern Munich wingers with another Bayern Munich player in Musiala, tackled this time by Vargas. Every clearance, second ball is falling for Germany. This control from Gnabry does Costa Rica. They throw in their own half. We take quickly and long, looking for Joel Campbell, marked by Sula. Yeah, a bit lucky in the end to get a free kick. I think Brian Oviedo was pushed over. Chance for Germany to come forward off that loose pass. There's heart in mouth stuff already, even though there's probably about 15 minutes left in this one, accounting for additional time.
I think teams maybe just taking a bit of a breather here because they know there's going to be that extra period. But Costa Rica, they've had it in their hands once in this game. Can they force it again? They played some decent football.
They're in again here. It's the recent substitute, the number 22, Ronald Matarrita. He can find someone in the box, cleared by Antonio Rudiger. Jurison Bennett was on the back post, ready for a tap in, and all the substitutes of Costa Rica show their anger towards Stephanie Frappart. Germany burned a free kick towards their own corner flag. Just seeing the shape of Germany then, even when Costa Rica were in position. Of course, they took off David Raum for Mario Goetze. They just look so exposed at the back that the furthest out on the far side is Rudiger. It just means there's so much space for Costa Rica to take advantage of. They barely got forward in the first 40 minutes, but that change in shape to Germany just shows how exposed they can be.
There was a naughty kick out there from Goetze on Campbell, which I'm not sure if the referee did punish with a yellow card. She had it in her hand and then the camera went elsewhere, but yeah, Campbell got caught there as he was holding the ball up. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The space at the back for Costa Rica to attack is because Hansi Flick has gone almost a little bit suicidal with his tactics. He's absolutely all intent on attack, but he's left the back door open, I think.
Throwing everything at Costa Rica. The loose ball does come to Musiala. Rise to the challenge well of Jurison Bennett. One-on-one now. Getting past the back line of Costa Rica. Extra touches again from Musiala. It's a poor effort in the end. Just he's not finding the right time to pull the trigger. It's the Bayern Munich youngster. Does well to get a yard of space, but the time came. There were 4 Costa Rican bodies in the way in the end. 3 dived in the way of the strike. So even if it was a better attempt, very unlikely of out the back of the net. Desperate defending, but they're doing enough, Costa Rica. Something that Germany do have to be wary of from their own defence. As you said, Hansi Flick has made these attacking changes, throwing the gauntlet almost at Costa Rica, just from a goal kick. It's a 2-on-2 scenario. There's a one-on-one collision between Rudiger and Jurison Bennett there. Bennett coming down, holding his face. Frappart says to play on, which Germany will do, of course. They need to still get something from this game. Just a reminder, as it stands, Germany would finish in 4th, Costa Rica 3rd, Spain 2nd, Japan in 1st. Ball in from Serge Gnabry to the back post, and if he has kept his run onside, Kai Havertz, I think he has. He runs towards the halfway line. They've got their goal, Germany. It's again a remarkable turnaround. Costa Rica finding the 2-1, and Kai Havertz, the super sub, he's got the 2 goals since. It's a very subdued celebration from Kai Havertz. He just found acres of space on the back post. Does mean Germany go ahead yet again. It doesn't change much in the standings. because it's the other game that matters now between Spain and Japan.
Yeah, but another goal wouldn't hurt Germany, would it? Another goal, I mean, as you say, at the moment, it's they're up against Spain in the goal difference stakes, and Spain have got a massive advantage. But if Spain were to equalise, then another goal now would be the difference for them. If they don't score another goal now, finishes 3-2, and Spain do equalise against Japan, Japan will still go through in second.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. With only 5 minutes to go of normal time at least. In both of these games, I'm sure we're guaranteed a few extra surprises ahead. What a second half we've had.
Yeah, Havertz done really well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He took both his goals really well, like a centre forward should do. You know, he's been played as a centre forward often enough. You think he should know the position now, but he still sometimes has failed to convince there. But he's done really well since coming up.
Costa Rica are of course going to commit men forward now, which plays his hands off Germany's Kai Havertz again. A chance for his hat-trick. Well saved by Keylor Navas. Not once but twice after the rebound fell to Mario Götze. He's finding 8 brilliant pockets. Is Kai Havertz coming on for Thomas Müller? 20 minutes ago. Similar playing styles, of course, to Müller. But Havertz is certainly having the better of the performances out of Germany's front men. Fulkrug had a glorious chance. It was at 2-2 at that stage to get Germany in front. It's a striking partner, Kai Havertz, that has done the job as it stands. Done the job to get the 3 points. It wouldn't matter too much at the moment. The other result was to stay the same. Japan 2, Spain 1.
Spain aren't exactly exerting themselves in that game. I've got it on a small screen. I can see that they're just passing without really any great direction or urgency. So that kind of helps Japan, and they're trying to wind the clock down with all kinds of tactics themselves there. You know, Germany can do themselves a massive favour. Get a 4th goal, then if Spain did them a favour, or if Japan made an error in that other game, they would be going through.
And just wonder sometimes, of course, that as it stands in that other match, it would benefit both teams that go through. You'd imagine Spain would much rather finish as group leaders, maybe get a favourable match in the round of 16. Easy play from Joshua Kimmich, and plenty of Costa Rican bodies trying to come forward. More ball from Zaheda. Wilson Bennett can't latch onto that one. And the intention is there. Rudiger's taken the throw-in quickly. They know, as you say, a 2-goal cushion would do them wonders if Spain were to get an equaliser. They are in possession at the moment, incidentally, but really finding that killer pass. Germany, this one 3-2 up as it stands, 88th minute. This one, Mario Götze out to Musiala, who's also almost acting as the left wing back. Rudiger, sort of the more wide centre back. He has come forward here with Joshua Kimmich. He gets a quick early cross in, cleared by Oscar Duarte. Everyone behind the ball now for Costa Rica. 60 seconds of jubilation. It was so quickly taken from them. Go back into last position now. Their races run. It's been a fantastic effort from Los Ticos, especially after that 7-0 defeat at the hands of Spain. Come forward yet again. Here's Kai Havertz, difference maker in this game at least for the moment. Antonio Rudiger now to Mario Götze. Tries to get the cross in, checks back instead to find Joshua Kimmich. He lofts it to the back post, looking for Leroy Sané. Checks it to Nicholas Fulkrug, and he taps in, and I think he's onside as well. So Germany do indeed have their 2-goal cushion. He's shaking his hand. The offside flag has gone up. It'd be interesting to see this one, because he wasn't offside. I think it's more whether Leroy Sané was offside. We're going to see it here. It's a lofted ball from Joshua Kimmich, and Sané is onside. I think Kendall Watson just about plays him on. They're going to take this one to VAR for sure. Yeah, it's up to the electronically charged ball as it is now, isn't it? We've seen they put the charger on to see when the contact is made on the pass. If Spain do get an equaliser as they come forward, a chance for Spain, well saved by the Japanese keeper. Remarkable scenes in a remarkable World Cup already that's seen so many twists and turns. Still waiting on a decision on this, well, as it stands, disallowed goal by Nicholas Fulkrug. The Costa Rican defender snatches the ball out of Fulkrug's hands. He'd already made his way back to the centre circle, expecting take place. We're still waiting. Stephanie Frappart puts her finger to her ear.
I mean, it is frustrating that it sometimes takes so long, but you know, such an important game, such an important situation. You want the right decision, you want the right outcome here, and they're calling Frappart over to check herself. I mean, does she really need to if it's an offside?
I think she's just chatting with, I think that's the fourth official. And as you say, with an offside, it should just be cut and dry. She does wave the VAR signal and point to the centre circle. It is 4-2. I think Stephanie Frappart had some issues with her intercom, which prevented her from making a decision earlier. It was about a 2-minute wait on that one, so you'd assume there'll be more minutes added on in this one, as opposed to the match between Japan and Spain. We have gone past the 90-minute mark, so we do await to see how many minutes will be added on. Can confirm it is 4-2 to Germany as it stands. So now Hansi Flick's men will be desperate that Spain find an equaliser. In that one, it's 7 minutes of added time.
I say, if Germany do get through this game, I don't think Joshua Kimmich is going to be playing right back in the next game, because his influence since going into the middle of the park has made a massive difference. All right, it's against the tired and demoralised Costa Rica side now, but it was his key pass in that move which sets up the 4th goal for Germany. And I think probably Hansi Flick is now ruining his decision to put him at right back for the start of the game.
Well, the permutations in this now are quite astounding. 1 goal for Spain would shoot Japan from first straight into third. Spain would go into first, Germany into second if this was to happen. Germany have done their job, I suppose. They've finally got that 2-goal lead that I'm sure they would have preferred when they were 1-0 up, making it 2-0. Costa Rica got back into it, 2-1 to Los Ticos, and then quick-fire double really from Kai Havertz, one of the striking substitution. Then of course Nicholas Fulkrug, the other subs made by Hansi Flick. Finally underway again. Noel Campbell just taking kickoff eventually after seeing about 2.5 to 3 minutes wait on that one. Still no confirmation of how many added minutes are on this one. Costa Rica are going to make another double substitution. I think it's confirmed there'll be 10 minutes of added time. We've already seen 2 of them. I don't know if those 2 will be accounted for, since we've only just got underway again after that goal. We might see 11 or 12. Germany are coming forward again, but they don't need to.
Nah, as you say now, it's all about the game. You know, Germany can't do anything more, though they're trying to get a 5th goal now. Havertz on a hat-trick.
For his hat-trick, he just doesn't get it under his spell. Ryan Oviedo is certainly one of the stars of Costa Rica's defence in this match. They have conceded 4 goals, but he's been remarkable really in some crucial interceptions. He just did enough to put Kai Havertz off there. Again, would have been the first hat-trick of this World Cup, I believe, and it would have been as a substitute.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean he's done really well since coming on, Kai Havertz. He's made some very good runs, and the middle of that Costa Rican defence, you know, obviously they played 5 defenders throughout the entire game, but it's really opened up now for runs like this, which he's making now.
Kai Havertz trying to make another run. Costa Rica have made a double substitution. I think it's Tejeda and Ryan Oviedo coming on is number 7, Anthony Contreras. Waiting for confirmation on the second substitute, the number 24, Rowan Wilson. So Los Ticos have made all of their 5 substitutions. Germany taking 4. 2 of those being absolutely crucial.
That's a good ball.
Here come Costa Rica. Now, of course, a goal would change it if Spain were to get an equaliser. Here's Jewison Bennett going onto his left foot, trying to find Joel Campbell. Intercepted by Joshua Kimmich. Straight back into Costa Rican feet with Houston Salas. Ball, and Germany coming forward again. There's a Japanese player down, incidentally, in that match, just trying to buy every second they can get. Germany coming forward here, lofted towards Musiala. The pass is overcooked. It'll go out for a Costa Rica throw-in. There's 3.5 minutes left in the Japan-Spain match. Still at least 6.5 in this one. Incredible scenes, really. The final match day of this World Cup, it seems in almost every group there's been something right until the last second.
That's right, yeah, we were referencing the 2014 World Cup, and of course that England-Costa Rica game where there was nothing on the match, and it seemed like there were a few of those in that tournament.
Yeah.
But this World Cup, you know, it seems like it's bubbled up to the last games, just meant absolutely everything.
They are in possession with Manuel Neuer to Joshua Kimmich. Of course, the slowed pace now in this match, given that you'd imagine Hansi Flick in the days riding up to this match, he will have said that what matters for us is a 2-goal cushion.
Yeah, he's going to stay on as well, isn't he, Hansi Flick? You know, he's no even speculation that he might get removed from the job. Obviously, Roberto Martinez quit today, or was removed from the Belgian job at the end of his cycle
as well.
Yeah.
As you say, Hansi Flick, more of a freak incident against Japan. There's plenty of positives for the Mannschaft. They try and get a fifth here, flicked on by Mario Goethe, looking for Musiala, falls to Goethe again. The acrobatic effort by Musiala comes to nothing. It's pinball football in Costa Rica's penalty area. Now on the edge of the D with Gnabry finding Nicholas Füllkrug. Shot blocked, and again from Kimmich. Joel Campbell can't get it under a spell. It's handed out by two German players, one of those Serge Gnabry, and the lofted ball now to Kai Havertz into Costa Rica's penalty area. Chance for him to flick it to the back post where Füllkrug is waiting, heads it over the head of Keylor Navas, but also over the crossbar. Good opportunity for him to get his second of the game.
Yeah, he denied by Navas' great save earlier, then he got his goal eventually after the VAR check on this occasion. It's a very hard header he's trying to pull off there from a sort of teasing cross to the back post from Havertz, and he just heads it over the bar.
With that VAR pause in this match, it would mean that the Japan-Spain game would finish ahead of this one, and it would remain the same. So we'd have that, Germany, apologies, would have sort of that nightmare scenario of having to finish off this match knowing they are eliminated from the World Cup. That isn't the case yet. There is still a minute left to go in that Japan-Spain match. 4 left in this one. A good ball from Kimmich over the top of the defence. Jamal Musiala is 1-on-1 to try and get his name on the score sheet. What an interception by Justin Salas. The game might be over, at least by their standards, but they're certainly not giving up.
No, it's great. You know, he's recovered a sort of 3 or 4 yards, you know, deficit there to Musiala. The ball wouldn't sit down for him. Hooked away in the end, behind for a German corner. It must be their 14th or 15th corner of the game.
I've certainly lost count here how many corners they've had. Kimmich taking plenty of those. He's gone over for this one as well. An in-swinging delivery. Kai Havertz, of course, looking for his hat-trick. This one again, trying to catch out Keylor Navas at the near post. It was an attempt on goal by Kimmich. Cleared out from Costa Rica. Chance for them to come forward. Never really got into the half of Germany in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Good ball from Joel Campbell into the recent substitute Anthony Contreras. Well tackled by Serge Gnabry, out for a Costa Rica throw-in. The German half. 7 minutes have been reached in the Japan-Spain game, and it's all over. Japan have won by 2-1. The players rush onto the pitch. What a performance from them. Remains to be seen when the German players will hear about that result. We've still got 3 minutes left in this one. Jubilation for Japan, heartbreak for Germany, who got back into this game quite remarkably. Here come Costa Rica, ball into the near post, looking for Lewis and Bennett, intercepted by Manuel Neuer. The Japan substitutes have all rushed onto the pitch. What a performance from them after losing to Costa Rica. Beating Germany and Spain is no easy feat, is it? I suppose based on that merit alone, they do deserve to go through. But another fantastic end to a group.
Yeah, just you know, this World Cup has been peppered with shock results, but you know, are we seeing a real levelling out of the playing field now? Are we seeing that, you know, teams that have been established powers in world football can't just turn up and expect to win? You know, there's, you know, even a team like Costa Rica, a tiny nation with, you know, a professional league that's, you know, just not compared to the Bundesliga. Players all around the world trying to earn a move essentially with this game today. And they've performed really well, but Germany are just maybe a bit too strong in the end and going to win the game, but it won't be good enough for them to go through.
Of course, it's not completely over yet. We've only got a minute and a half left in this one, but Germany would need to score so many goals to have a better goal difference to Spain. Spain are on +6, Germany +1. They need to get 6 goals in a minute, which of course is never going to happen. They know that they will be bowing out at the group stage for the 2nd consecutive World Cup finals. First in 2018 in Russia, which of course included some defeats, not least against South Korea. This time falling to a different Asian opponent, Japan.
What'll be slightly different for Germany this time around is that 4 years ago, that was the end of a cycle. You know, that was a lot of players, you know, coming to the end of their international careers and bowing out, and you know, it was like a World Cup too far. This time, you know, this is a young team. You know, we mentioned some of the ages before. You know, Gnabry, Zani, they're the prime of their careers. Musiala is you know, he's going to be a huge star as he tries to dribble.
He's trying to get the goal. It's deflected. Good save by Keylor Navas. But absolutely, there's so much youth in the side.
Yeah.
For the tournaments to come in, the Euros and the World Cup, there's plenty of positives ahead.
Yeah, but this is disappointing that, you know, this isn't like the end of an era for them. This is a team that probably should have been doing, you know, they should have been doing better. They should have been going through this group.
Well, of course, they'll look to that defeat against Japan, but as you said, in that draw against Spain, it seemed in those final few minutes that the two sides were happy with a draw, sticking rather than twisting. And, in essence, really, that draw becomes a crucial result as well, because Spain and Germany would end on 4 points apiece. So if either team managed to get a victory in that one. Anyway, it doesn't matter now because the referee has blown for the full-time whistle. Hansi Flick shakes hands with Luis Fernando Suarez. It's a 6-goal thriller
Time at the
in this
Stadium,
match.
Where it's Germany 1, Costa
Can
Rica
confirm that Germany have bowed out of the World Cup for the second consecutive time at the group stage. Jubilation for Japan, who beat Spain by 2 goals to 1. It's finished here in a thrilling end to Group E of the World Cup